Today I want to cook something a bit different, and this is a popular food in Africa and various other countries. Is beans. We call it beans. Is black eyed pea. This is black eyed pea. Okay, for me it takes time to cook, so I usually will have it cooked and save in my freezer. This is the raw one, but I have the one I saved already. Is already cooked. I cook it. It will be done, but a little bit not mushy, so that I can use it to do anything else. I can use it to make porridge. I can cook it alongside with rice, or serve it with fried plantains, or even with store-bought French fries and tomato sauce. Once I'm ready to use it, I will just bring it out and allow it defrost, then I cook. But the major thing I want to show you is my all-purpose sauce that I usually cook with when I'm making porridge. This sauce, I usually make it and save in my freezer. It can either be used for porridge beans, porridge plantains, unripe, porridge potatoes, yam porridge, any of all those our local porridge dishes. So I make this in quantity and I save it up in my freezer. These are my ingredients for my all-purpose porridge sauce. This is crayfish, blended crayfish. This is blended ginger and garlic. This is tomato paste. My salt, seasoning cubes, and my palm oil, my red oil, purely African. So I have my minced peppers. For this is your regular green bell pepper, but the ripe one. I was so happy when I came across it yesterday and I bought a lot. So that's it. I'm going to be using two. I will use just this tomato because I want to do more of the tomato paste. Then my cayenne pepper. This pepper is not really a hot pepper, but if you don't eat spicy, then don't add another pepper when you use it, because it is mildly hot, mildly, especially this slim species. I just brought it out from the freezer. You don't get to see it all the time, so once I see it, I buy a lot and keep. I have my onion and I have my fresh rosemary. So I'm going to also use it. I will use this just to garnish my beans. It's just a half slice of green pepper. I'll use it to garnish my beans. So when I make this sauce, I will save it. Like I said, I usually have it saved in my fridge for easy cooking to make my porridge. So all this is not just going into that small beans. Then for my beans, I'm going to use ripe plantain. I like soft ripe, not soggy, but soft ripe. You might also like hard ripe. This is also it. Here they call it Indian banana. Any one of your choice, but I'm going to use this because it's softer and it's sweeter. I will do the same thing for the tomatoes. So I like using more of tomato paste for this because it's for porridge. It helps me to give me that thick sauce that I need for my porridge. Okay, so I will just blend this. So I'm going to add a little water, then I'll blend. So I just put my oil. Oil is hot. I'll just put in the onion. I'll go ahead and add the ginger and garlic. Some people don't like garlic in this. One thing with food is you can follow the process, but they are free to use your choice ingredients in some cases, because bottom line is you are meant to enjoy your food. That's the truth. I will allow this to fry for 3 minutes. I will just add some crayfish. I will add the remaining crayfish in my beans proper. I need it to have that real flavor that I'm looking for. And I'll add the tomato paste. I can even perceive the aroma. I'll allow the tomato paste to fry for 2 minutes. Let heat enter inside it very well. Then I will add the blended tomato and pepper. So I just go ahead and pour in my tomato and pepper. I'm going to allow it to cook so that the pepper and tomato will go down a bit, but not so dry. This is for porridge, so there is no harm. So our sauce is cooking pretty well. It's time for me to add my seasoning cube. I'll just crush it with my hand and add. And I'll add some salt. Please be careful when you are adding salt for anything concerning beans and even the seasoning cube, because beans has its own natural sweetness and you don't want to kill it with your salt. So I will add my chopped fresh rosemary leaf. This is optional. This is a local porridge sauce. Anything that is going with palm oil actually doesn't need a lot of spices in it. I'm not doing my curry powder, mixed seasoning, this, that, no. So that's it. If you can lay hand on scent leaf, nchuanwu is very excellent with this. But if I'm to use nchuanwu, I won't add it now. I will be adding it late in the beans. Okay. Another leaf that can work is curry leaf, but not curry powder. No, definitely not curry powder. Okay. So I'm as good as done with this sauce. You see this sauce, like I said, it can go with anything porridge on ripe plantain, porridge yam, porridge potato, porridge beans. I'm going to scoop some for my porridge beans, then I'll save it. I always like to have it handy in the fridge. Okay, so I will cover it up for 5 minutes and I will turn off the heat. Okay, so I've allowed it to cook for 5 minutes. Okay, and as you can see, the pepper and tomato has significantly reduced in quantity. Okay, and you can see the oil on the top. That is to show you that it is ready. Okay, if you have not subscribed for my channel, please feel free to subscribe. Encourage me by subscribing, and don't forget to like and share. If there is any recipe you need, anything you want me to cook, drop a comment. Okay, so that is it for the all-purpose pepper sauce. I want to go ahead and cook my beans and plantain. Like I told you, the beans is already cooked but not completely soft. Why I save my beans this way is so that I can easily use it for so many other things. But if I cook it to be completely soft, it means it will all be dedicated to porridge. So I'm going to cook these beans for 10 minutes alongside my plantain. While it's cooking in a separate pot, my sauce will be getting ready. Okay, so my beans porridge is cooking. Like you know, the beans is already cooked. Some crayfish, like I told you, I kept some for the beans porridge. And I love onions in beans too, so I will still add some more onions. Then the next thing will be, I'm going to allow this cook for 5 minutes, then I will add my pepper sauce. I'll just add 2 scoops of my pepper sauce. Beans is usually sweet, so I don't really do much of seasoning cube in it. The one I added in the pepper sauce is actually enough for me. But when you taste it, based on individual choice, if you want to add more seasoning cube or seasoning powder in your beans, please feel free to do that. Okay, we're almost getting there with our beans. So when you are cooking your beans, you monitor closely so that it doesn't burn. It can also burn quite easily. Another thing I want to say, the consistency of your beans, whether you want a lot of water in it, your porridge, is also a thing of choice. But of course, because it's porridge, it's not meant to be dry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and then add my pepper sauce. Like I told you, I need some of the oil. So this is it. If you want oil, some people actually like a lot of oil in their beans. It's also up to you. So I want to now go ahead and garnish it with some chopped green and red bell pepper. So if you have access to scent leaf, you want to use scent leaf for your porridge, is at this stage also you put your fresh scent leaf. Okay, because I'm not cooking for only adults, I'm going to add a little water, just a little more. I don't like it completely watery, but at the same time it has to still give me that porridge feel. Okay, so because this is beans, I'm going to also cover it for just 2 minutes. But generally, anytime I put pepper, chopped bell pepper in my food, I don't want it to go completely soft. It's going to be in between crunchy and soft. So that 2 minutes I'll cover my porridge is enough to give me what I want. Don't forget to test your food if you need to add more salt. If you may want to add pepper, is at this final stage, because you don't want to add all those things raw. So I'm going to cover for 2 minutes and I will serve my food. Don't mind my English, oh, I can feel the yumminess of these beans. So don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Always eat healthy. Always eat healthy. You do some rice, you change to beans, not just carbohydrate all the time. This is protein and fiber and it's very rich. Okay, till I come your way next time, tremendous cares. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.